So Dr. Allen is one of the lead professors of the landscape management program at Brigham Young University in Utah. I've had the privilege of working with him in this past year under his leadership in the Landscape Management Club presidency. I've taken a few classes from him. Fascinating teacher. Is definitely a man that's passionate about the industry and passionate about the students.
Phil Allen is certainly well known throughout the industry. He's been involved in Planet, Alka, all the different names that we've had over the years for probably a lot longer than I've been in the industry. So the students that he brings are always top-notch. He promotes them, he introduces them, and it's really, as an employer standpoint, been very beneficial because they're always literally just the best of the best and brightest students, personality-wise, just education-wise, and the things that Phil's able to bring to the table has just been exceptional over the years.
You know, I've had some really great opportunities to work with Phil in many different settings, on a couple of different boards with NALP and also the foundation, but also doing student career days with him. And while he can change and focus on whatever the task at hand is at any given moment, his level of commitment and energy and drive and just the ability to laugh no matter what's happening is one of the things that I love about Phil and one of the reasons I love to be around him.
You know, I've always felt that the real defining characteristic of a leader is purpose, and that driving purpose, that passion to help others. And I think anybody who knows Phil sees that in just great abundance. I mean, the man truly has a love for the industry, a love for the people that make up that industry, but most of all, a love for the young people that are coming up into the industry. And not only the passion, but then the ability to translate that passion into real action. I think that's what makes him a great leader.
What makes Phil a good leader? I would say the fact that he runs to every location that we're at is an interesting way to approach it, but his team building experiences with his students, he always engages them in every aspect of what he does at these events, and student career days especially, but he really has a way of getting them to rise to the challenge, and it's just amazing to see that motivation. And as a leader, I mean, it's just hard to even say all the things that Phil's done for the industry, but ultimately the students tell the tale because of all their success and all the different companies that they engage with.
You know, the relationship with his students is very special. You know, Phil is not there just for the job. Phil is there for their lives. You know, I've seen some of the students have come to work with us, and even though they are out of the school, he's still very engaged and curious and helping them and wanting to know how they're performing and how he can help them. You know, for him, it's a lifetime role. It's not just a job.
I guess if I had to say a few things about Phil, I've never seen anyone as motivated when it comes to his students, and not only that, but just in life and the things that he enjoys. He really doesn't do anything halfway, and he literally is a person that devotes his heart and soul to anything he does. And each event there's some new challenge that he sets up for himself as a personal goal, which is very interesting. And then throughout the event, what he does with his students is just incredible.
One thing that really impresses me about Dr. Allen, as most people who know him quickly recognize, is how quick he is to smile and how positive he always is. You know, I don't think many people have seen a negative or a down Phil Allen for much longer than maybe a few seconds. You know.
So Phil is just a fun person, an active person, and I enjoy his stories about the pie of the month. I enjoy learning about his activities in the mountains. I get to meet his family on a number of events. I'm really impressed by Phil. I'm glad to be able to call him a friend, and I think we're very happy to have him.
You know, when I think about Phil's impact on the industry, it is just staggering. You know, I heard somebody say one time that if you could make a difference in one person's life so that at some point in their life, one time, they make one decision that benefits them, you've succeeded. When you look at someone like Phil and you count up the number of people, the students that he's impacted, that have gone on to become leaders in this industry, I would say that he is a success many times over.
Phil, let me tell you something. It is absolutely my honor to have this opportunity to talk to you tonight and tell you congratulations. There is nobody that deserves this more, and I know nobody that will have a bigger smile on their face when they see this. Proud of you, buddy. I love you.
We love you, Phil!